Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team with Goodwood F1 Racing. Tonight is round 10 of our first season. Rounding through these races pretty quickly, aren't we? We are heading to the circuit Barcelona de Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. Right, not a great weekend for us last time out on Friday. Our pace was not good, not really. I don't think it's going to get much better tonight either, unfortunately. I'd like to think we can do a little bit better, but I don't know. We shall have to see. Let's start off by checking off our inbox. We're 11 days away from the Barcelona Grand Prix. So our car was not suited to the track given its poor low speed. Yes, we know about that. Spanish Grand Prix will need solid medium speed. Our car is one of the worst on the grid. An update on Kick Sauber. Their car has better medium speed performance than us, so they're likely in a position to do better than us. Great. We were above target with a one stop. 17th was our best finish, but it wasn't amazing. Let's have a look. Oh, great. So we had tension between Pau and Teo, and it has not worked itself out. That is really not good. I really didn't need them to fall out so early. It's a real pain. Let's take a quick look at our cars. Got a few bits to maybe change. Front wing and a rear wing already. Wow. Only just gone on the car. And then another rear wing. Oh my god. Those rear wings have really not lasted long, have they? Do I have any slots? Not yet. Now I need to build front wings and rear wings. The suspensions are coming along. I've got those available to put on the car now, it would seem. Oh, they already are on both cars. Okay. Thought we were still waiting on parts for an upgrade. No, that's all of our... Oh, wow. Oh, that makes things so much worse. That's all of our upgrades now. And, yeah, we're not where we need to be. Oh, dear. How you doing, Wayne? How you doing, Michael? Horrific. Good to see you guys. Hello to everyone else lurking as well. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. Overall car performance is 21st, but then you look at the actual stats, it looks better than that. So why is it only 21st and 22nd? Maybe, I don't know what it's factoring in, but our numbers suggest that we should be better than that. Maybe it's just because in some areas where we are so much slower or so much worse than the competition that we are just so far behind. I mean, I'm looking at tyre preservation. Look at that. We are 11% off the average in tyre preservation. Things like that. Our top speed is over half a kilometre off the average. and we don't have the money to do any other upgrades. So all we can do now is just keep replacing the parts that are breaking. We need a big cash injection before we can do another round of development. We have got some coming at the end of this next sponsor period. I think we've got a couple of mil coming from that. Desperately need another level on the old factory as well. Yeah, had I realised just how rough money was going to be, probably wouldn't have gone with all those intense builds. I would have just gone with regular builds so I could actually make more stuff later afterwards. I mean, in theory, it worked as an idea, but if you don't have the money to then make the second parts, it doesn't make much sense making a really, really good gain on that first part. You can't then make the second one. I'm sure we'll get a point where we can get to the point where we can actually make some more stuff for the car, but yeah, I'm feeling the squeeze a little bit at the moment. Let's at least make one. There we go. I need to make side pods as well. Yeah, just running out of everything at the moment. So, end of June, there is our staff report. Everyone is neutral, so that's something, but they're all really unhappy with car performance. Not surprising. Let me very quickly just make sure everything on the right settings. There we go. So 6 days to go. We haven't even used the ATR yet. Oh God. How long have I got left? 1 week. Oh no. We're basically going to end up not being able to use that ATR. Oh shit. What is the cheapest part? It's going to be $1 million, isn't it? The absolute cheapest part I can design. I just don't. Oh yeah, we've lost an ATR. That is so bad. Oh, I didn't even realise about the ATR period. Oh, 1 day away from sponsor plan. What? Is that it? I was hoping for more than that. Damn it. Oh man, look at the number of races we've got in this next 6-week period. 5 Grand Prix. Oh wow! So a race day appearance could just do that in one go. I really want to do that. Factory race day experience. I really don't want her. Let's get rid of it. Oh, shit, dropped my pad. Yeah. Whoops. Let's just get her out and doing something. She's costing me a bloody fortune. We may as well get her doing something to justify that. Let's go with the factory race day experience. And there we go. We've exceeded our target on the sponsors. And yeah, it's not going to be worth as much money as I was hoping it was going to be, unfortunately. But let's begin the sponsor plan. See, I don't understand why the engagement's only worth 438k, yet it's saying 2.65 million on the side. I'm guessing that's how much money the sponsors are making. I don't know. It just... The whole sponsorship thing needs to be a little bit cleaner, a little bit clearer to understand, I think. Maybe I'm just not spotting something. Right. I was hoping I could maybe just squeeze enough cash to use the ATR before it's about to run out, but it doesn't appear that it's going to be the case. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the cheapest part, yeah, $1 million is the cheapest part. So the ATR is going to end the day that we get back from the Grand Prix. But I'm not going to have the money until after the Grand Prix. Oh, this is so bad. Can't believe we've lost an entire ATR period. How you doing, Clark? Army, Dino, good to see you guys. Yeah, there we go. So, current driver standings, it's Max from Lando, then Carlos, Red Bull from Ferrari, from McLaren. Those three teams in a class of their own right now. So it's a downforce circuit and our car isn't well suited to it. No surprise there. Safety car chance here is about 25%. About 21 seconds for a pit stop, about 10 for a safety car. Okay. Weather report is going to be a little damp on the Friday, but it's going to be fine on the Saturday and the Sunday, I guess. Let's set some targets. Let's take a quick look, see how bad our car is. Yeah, pretty bad. So that would explain why our car was still showing us 21st, because other teams had parts that need to be replaced, so it was taking that into account by the look of it. Because you can see we are certainly worse than we were on that panel just a couple of days ago. So we are definitely very much at the back of the grid. Porsche is now going to have anything. I'm not going to be able to keep him. That's the thing. Let's check driver stats going into this weekend. Yeah, Porsche's got that loss of relationship with his engineer right now with Pal. It's not great. Really hope I can reconvince Teo to sign. Don't even want to try that right now. I want to get the car a little bit better if I can. I'm going to go 18th with Teo, and I'm going to go 20th with Lawson.
Thank you for joining us for the Spanish Grand Prix here in Barcelona. The first Grand Prix held here was won by Nigel Mansell after a wheel-to-wheel battle with Ayrton Senna. But who will follow in his footsteps this weekend? And with that, I think it's time to get started.
Okay. So it's going to be Inters. That's fine. This is just practice. We want. I can't remember. I think 20 laps for Barcelona. It's quite a quick circuit, but we are going to be running in the wet. I don't think we'll use all 20 laps of fuel there. Definitely want better downforce levels. I'm going to go with a 13.5, an 8. Roll bar I'm going to have as a 6.4. Push that up, drop that down, and let's see how that works. Porsche, oh, car parts as well. Let's do the car parts. Okay, engine. And gearbox. I'm having a bad day already. Yes. Doesn't take much at the moment. Let's go with a 7.5, 13.5. Let's go with a 3.7. I don't think it's that way. I think it is the other way, but we'll try. Right, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that way. Uh, 23. 16 with an issue. All right. We are ready to hit the track.
Green. radio check.
Okay, copy.
Radio check.
Hold your tires.
Copy.
So then, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's see how quickly we can get feedback on the car. I really don't know when we're actually going to be able to get some more performance out of this thing.
Right then, you can take a look now.
We've
Okay,
effectively
so
lost an
heading into
entire
turn one
ATR
here.
period because,
Well, you can see
well, a
the
couple of
lockup,
different things
and
really.
hopefully
One,
there's
I've
not
been
too
a
much
little
damage
silly
to the
in the way
tyres.
that I've got to start it, and yeah, I didn't realise just how tough money was going to be. So I do kind of regret going with the intense builds right out the gate. I do think once I can get my hands on some more cash that I've got a definite chance of being able to find a better improvement. I do think, you know, the next round of upgrades for each part is going to be worth it. It's just getting there. That's the issue. We have been hamstrung financially quite badly as well by the sheer cost of our affiliate drivers, which is obscene.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, all okay with the car at the moment.
Evening, Toby.
Copy, mate.
Just enjoying seeing a racing line in the wet. Don't really notice it quite so much in car. Well, you actually do. You can see the track's kind of dried off on the racing line, and you can still see some puddles and etc. on the off the racing line there. That's pretty cool.
Feels pretty good.
55, 56. Well, I wouldn't say pretty good. Okay is what I would say, but let's run them a little bit longer and then call them in. There we go. So money will be an issue for me. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I know. Trust me. You were $1 million away from debt and the cost cap by the last race. Doing normal upgrades, Ford still felt I didn't do enough. All right. Yeah. Okay. If we get sacked, we get sacked. We start again. Like I said, we've been hamstrung a little bit. Actually quite severely in some respects by the sheer cost of our staff being much higher than it should be, because we got started before the patch that fixed all those issues.
Copy, copy.
So we may possibly just have to start again, simply because of that. I mean, that might be the thing that kills us. Right, so toe needs to be right up there. Let's go to a 14. Go to a 6.4. Go to an 8. Let's bring that back. Go to an 8.5. Gonna try that. Change to soft tyres because the track is going to dry up very soon. Let's take a look at Lawson. Okay, so that's a 14.5 minimum. Yeah, it was an 8.2 on that one. A bit more extreme. Let's go with that. Oh, I forgot to change his tyres. Freddie Bestie is in the Mercedes. Oh, another mistake for Porsche.
Here's the replay. Now we're just proceeding through turn 4. And there goes the steering. Just unable to control the car by that point.
That's not encouraging. I was expecting better things from him today. And I'm going to try something a little different today. I'm going to be a little controversial. I'm not going to try qualifying. I'm going to sit out qualifying and start at the back. See if I can make some forward progress and without losing confidence. '91 and '82. Still more defined out of these cars. But seeing as we're looking at, 18th and 20th for our targets tonight, I figure what's been absolutely killing us is just running very high in qualifying and then struggling and falling backwards in the race. I'm going to try starting at the back and seeing if we can move forward without losing positions. And hope that we've got pace to move forward as the race progresses. Just because the confidence thing is absolutely destroying us every time. So let's have a little look-see. Improving these setups as we go back into wet weather conditions. Okay, that is not good enough. Let's go 9.5 on the front. Push that up. Let's go with that. And we want to run for 30 laps. And let's take a look at Lawson. Okay. Go with an 8 on the front wing. I don't know if that's a big enough gap. I think that's probably the wrong way. I think that needs to be up there, which means that needs to come down maybe to about there. Means I need to dial that back to about there. I'm going to go up more on the front wing. Going to go with that. Try that. Again, we're going to go with 30 laps of fuel. I'm going to drop those settings down and send them out. See how long the rain lasts this time.
Green.
That whole session. Okay.
Copy that.
So, Toby, if you've done a full season, what other regulation changes did you get? What sporting changes did you get for like points and stuff? I think you mentioned maybe double points for the last race, didn't you? If I remember rightly. What did you get for financial changes?
Give me some feedback when you can. Okay, mate.
91. I think we've actually gone the wrong way on that one. Or not made any real improvement at all. 85. Wow. Barely made any improvement with Lawson either, for that matter. Let's go with that. So I've gone way too much on the front wing angle. Okay. So maybe that is going to be all the way up there then. That just needs to come down more. Hey, it won't go any higher. Okay. Yeah, I feel a little bit more confident with that. Tires won't go the distance. Now they will. I really want to make some big progress on this run. Don't want to have to worry about messing around with car setups on day 2 if I can avoid it. Going to call them in as soon as we get the feedback. Yeah, actually, assuming we get the feedback before the end of the session.
Okay, copy.
It's going to be tight with Lawson.
How's your initial feel?
There we go. That's better.
Okay, copy.
Close with Lawson. Not quite there, but almost. That's probably just the front wing or the corner wing. One of the two. All right, day 2. Everything's just off, isn't it? Hopefully that will fix it. "20 laps. We'll go with... I'll go with softs again. Yeah, I think we do. Save the mediums and the hards for the Grand Prix. Actually, no, we'll still have 2 sets. Let's go with mediums so we've got enough softs for qualifying and... Actually, no, we're not qualifying, are we? Yeah, we'll go with softs. Ah,
A bit with front locking, guys.
another lockup. How am I feeling about the car up to this point? Yeah, not great. I think I probably made a mistake by going intense with so many parts at the start. As I was saying as well, we've been hampered financially by the cost of our generated staff. Our affiliate drivers in particular are obscenely expensive, you know, considering how low they are. And I can't get out of the contract of the affiliate we've got left, fire the other one as soon as I can afford it, but we don't have the funds to be able to afford her, but we don't have the funds to be able to fire her either. So we're in a real sticky situation right now. We've laid the foundation for some improvement in the car going forward, but now we can't afford to make that next step. It's still not there. Okay. That should do it, but I don't really have an option of running him again, so I'm just going to go with that, I think, and hope. So that's the end of practice for us. So we're sitting out qualifying. We're going to just stay in the garage. And then we'll see if we can make some progress forward in the race. We need to finish in 9th in the Constructors to achieve our objective from the board. And that is not happening anytime soon. We are back down in 11th place and we are losing ground on the rest of the grid. Am I not sending them out? No, I'm not. I'm saving tyres for the Grand Prix. I will send them out for one lap in qualifying. You know, call them in at the end of one lap, just to get an official verdict on the changes I've just made. But hopefully they'll be good.
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
teams often bring upgrades to Barcelona, so the qualifying order could be a little shaken up. Cars need to be well balanced in both high and low speed corners to set a good lap here.
If we turn our attention to Pierre Gasly for a minute, Karun, how's he going to be feeling as qualifying approaches?
Looking at the lap times, we saw a real lack of pace from them in practice. They never looked quite comfortable with the setup, and they'll need to try something new for qualifying if they want to get past Q1.
Stay with us as we see who can deliver on motorsport's biggest stage.
All right, let's swap over the parts. Going to stick with the ERS units, even though they're now starting to approach the danger zone. Because we only get the two, and I don't really want to have to spend money on a new one this season if we can afford to stay with what we have.
Green, green.
There we go, just a shakedown lap. Just to find out about the setup. 99. Ah, oh, so close. So close. All right, that'll do. Oh, wow. Looking where Bottas is. So we are out of qualifying. No surprise there, because we didn't actually set the lap. Zhou, Gasly, Ocon, Sargent are the other four released. As is Albon just above that. So Williams not looking great at the moment. Zhou not looking great. Alpine not looking great. The Haas just got through as well. The RB's looking a bit low. Bottas, though, all the way up in 11th. That's not so good for us. Let's see what the grid's going to look like then. It is Max on pole, no surprise there. Sainz in second, Norris third, Perez fourth, Piastri ahead of Leclerc. Then it's Hamilton ahead of Russell, Stroll ahead of Alonso. Then the RBs 11th and 12th, the Haas 13th and 14th, Albon 15th, Bottas 16th. Okay, so maybe he just got a slipstream on his lap then, because he's much, much slower.
The stage is set here in Barcelona. 66 laps around a track that the drivers know inside and out.
Barcelona is a circuit with plenty of history under its belt. It was here, after all, that multiple world champion Max Verstappen secured his very first F1 victory back in 2016.
Barcelona is a tricky circuit to balance. The technical corners demand high downforce, but that means adding stress to tyres and potentially limiting race strategies if teams go too far. Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day.
Okay then, strategy-wise, going to be starting on the mediums. Oh, that tyre wear is really atrocious, isn't it? We're going to go medium, hard, I think. And let me just explore a 3-stop. It is slower. I had a feeling it probably would be. Alright, let's do the same for Lawson. Take out 3 laps of fuel, and we'll keep our settings low at the start. It is how much fuel per lap? 1.6 kilos. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can achieve our targets of 18th and 20th. This is going to be another painful race, I think, but we'll give it our best shot. And let's head to the grid.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. The calm composure of Sergio Perez amongst the hustle and bustle of the grid.
It's a second-row start there in P4. The trick will be not to slip backwards because there are plenty looking to capitalize.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One. This is it. It's the Spanish Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Copy that.
As we go 3 wide into the first turn. And are we going to get the move done on both of them? We've got the move done on Gasly. Have to tuck in behind Sargent. And Lawson looking to make the move on Gasly. And does. Lovely stuff. So without any kind of push, both of our drivers have gained a place already. We
Right,
just caught
we're
the
at
back end of
turn
that.
9. That's the location for this one. There's the opening.
Just went around the outside at turn 9. That's a brave
That
overtake.
move puts them in 21st.
It's a very brave overtake. Good job. Good job, Liam.
Okay, copy.
And now let's see if we can
Okay, copy.
close back in on the field. That didn't take too long.
Copy that. Copy.
And we have actually managed to drop Gasly as well, which is quite nice. No DRS for him. Porsche gets the move done.
Copy.
Good job.
And immediately loses the place again. Stroll's developed a fault.
1.4 ahead.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
Copy.
Yeah, Stroll's pushing to try and get back into the offensive again. And you can see the damage that that one overtake has done. That's where he should be. That's where Porsche should be, if not even slightly higher than that. That one overtake has done so much damage to the confidence, which is why I decided not to qualify and figured, you know, we're more likely to lose positions at the start than we are to gain. Let's see if we can start at the back and use that to our advantage. It's kind of worked so far. We haven't lost anything too badly. We have dropped Gasly by a long way. And Joe's the one who's up in 14th. Did not see that coming.
In a long race. Head down.
Copy.
And we're going to lose the DRS now to Sargent, who's going to hold the move off.
Yeah, man, no stress.
We're too far behind Hulkenberg at the moment to really push past Sargent. And we might be about to lose the DRS ourselves here. Yes, we are.
I need to overpush it.
Do a little bit of tyre saving. I have to say, I'm surprised we haven't been dropped more by the front group. I mean, they have broken away. Actually, no, yeah, 20 seconds after 4 laps. That's a lot. Magnussen all the way up in 12th. Tsunoda's at a blinding start as well. He's up to 7th now. But he is on softs. That will probably be why.
Copy. Yeah, copy.
Let's skip to that front group. We'll slap into the middle of it, and they are literally nose to tail. Look, the whole 6 of them. Every race at the moment is just being contested between these drivers. Because the performance of the top 3 cars is pretty close. And really, technically, it's only really being contested between 2nd to 6th, because Max has been so good this year. He's won, what, 7 of the 9 Grand Prix so far. 1 for Leclerc, 1 for Norris. Oh, Perez running wide. And that does hurt Leclerc. And the 2 of them have now dropped off the back, but Leclerc will have DRS here, surely. He does, and he's going to swoop on through. Move is done before the braking zone. So these guys are doing 121s, we're doing 123s. We're lapping over 2 seconds a lap slower. But we are on pace with the cars directly in front of us. Saving a little bit of tyre wear at the moment. Just to give us a little bit more flexibility on our next 2 sets of tyres. And we're rebuilding the batteries as well.
Copy.
And I'm going to switch the drivers' positions in a moment. Porsche has now recovered back to full confidence again. Lawson's still slightly ahead.
Yeah, copy that. Copy. Copy.
Copy. Copy.
Well, let's make the switcheroo.
Copy that.
Copy.
Let's see if Porsche can stay with Lawson and catch back up again. Lawson has already got himself a little bit closer to Sargent. Going to turn the tyres up when we hit lap 10.
Okay, copy. Good.
I think Sargent might have turned his pace up slightly on this lap. Norris and Max are switching places. Piastri's up to third. Leclerc still ahead of Perez. Yeah, Sargent's done a 121. So he's definitely upped his pace. Lawson obviously getting a bit more pace because he was using DRS to get the overtake. Lawson's not catching up at the moment. Give him a touch more tyre. Just get him back in range so I can harvest battery in the slipstream and the DRS.
Copy.
Going to start to increase Lawson's pace in a moment as well. Start going after Sargent.
Copy, copy.
There we go.
Copy.
And now we can start to rebuild Porsche's battery now that he's in DRS range. So we did a 123.3 with Lawson last lap, and then we turned his tyres up on the start-finish straight. So let's see what he does on this lap. The soft tyres are already starting to box. That's Ocon and Magnussen both in. Does mean we are going to get caught and maybe passed by those two. This is the downside of us starting, running long on the first stint. We did 123.6, so no real improvement in pace. It's a little disappointing. How much of a gap have we got to Ocon and Magnussen? About 15 seconds to Ocon. Another 3.5 seconds to Magnussen. So, what tyres are they on? They've got mediums. And Lawson's having a better lap this lap. A much better lap. Yeah, 4/10 quicker. And 8/10 quicker than Sargent. That gap is coming down. I'm actually going to push Lawson now. Push Porsche as well. I want to get in front of Sargent before he gets ready to box. I want to ideally try and get past Joe as well. There we go. Through and up to 17th place. And immediately into the range of Zhou. Who may well be boxing the end of this lap. So we're going to keep on pushing and get that move done ASAP.
Copy.
And there we go. Lawson's confidence looking good. It's ironic, you know, if we had that sequence of overtaking done on the previous game, you know, with our engineers and drivers having a good relationship, we'd be pretty much peak confidence by now. But alas, not to be. Hulkenberg does box.
Copy. Copy.
Copy. Copy. Copy.
So, are we going to see, I'm kind of curious, are we going to see drivers pushing their tyres into puncture territory on this track like we have on the previous version? Zhou's about there.
Copy.
If they're going to do that, then Zhou will stay out for another lap.
Copy.
Valtteri's in, Zhou's in. It's going to be a double stack. And see how well they can handle this. Very well indeed. Hard tyres for Zhou. Another set of softs for Valtteri. Unless he was on mediums. What was he on? He was on mediums. Yeah, so mediums to softs.
Copy.
Sargent's got maybe another 2 laps in him.
Copy.
Don't want to give him the opportunity to try and get back past us. With a nice little gap to the cars that have already boxed. Closest one is Ocon, and he is about 10.5 seconds behind us. Nearly 11 seconds behind. The confidence is trending backwards already. All right, so Sargent is left behind us. Is he going to box? Nope, it's going another lap.
You ready?
Copy, copy.
14th and 15th right now. Let's have a look at the cars in front. We're not going to catch Albon in time to make a look at him. Stroll's going to be boxing this lap. Tsunoda and Russell are probably going to box. Piastri might be boxing any second. And he is. And so is Perez behind him. Battle of the pit crews here. Hard tyres for Checo. And Red Bull do the better job. Piastri has lost the position. He's on mediums. Russell's in. Another set of mediums for Russell. Stroll's faults got worse already.
Engine feels quite down.
And it's an engine fault that he's got then. Okay. Wonder if we'll see any mechanical retirements at this Grand Prix.
Copy.
As Sargent comes in. And he's going for a set of softs. So this will be an undercut. When we box, he'll be ahead of us. As will pretty much everybody behind. Ocon's tyres are already down to 70%. He's got past Gasly. And he's now just 8 seconds off a Porsche, but he's used up a huge chunk of his tyres already. There's Norris boxes. Now Tsunoda boxing as well.
Try to get him. Get him.
The AI does push a lot. Yes, I have noticed that the AI is a lot more aggressive with tyres. They might spend an entire stint really pushing one set of tyres and then easing off on the next set or a later set. Oh, shit, that's not good. Stroll's come out right behind us. Alright, so we're going to box
Come on, you have more there.
on the next lap. I might box him this lap, actually. I don't want to lose that confidence.
Is your car white?
Yellow flag.
And box. Box.
That is, I think, maybe a mistake at turn 1. Yep.
So here we go, heading into turn 1.
I wasn't sure which of the Saubers it was. Now we know. It
Oh,
was
and the
Joe.
car locks up. What caused that, I wonder?
Again, we're not seeing the AI using the escape roads.
Copy.
Something's not gone right in the pits.
Problem for Hamilton. Problem with that right front. It's definitely cost him a bit of time there. Was that Gasly popping in the pits? I don't think it was. Might have been Ricardo. And again, we do not want to lose that confidence.
Copy.
2.8. Not a great pit stop, but it was clean. And we're about to get lapped. There we go, we come out just behind Zhou. But we've avoided being lapped by the first two, by Verstappen and Sainz. And Zhou is about to get pulled over. And hopefully Leclerc will box before he laps us.
Copy.
Okay.
There we go. So we held off Stroll. We didn't lose any confidence for getting overtaken by Stroll. That's good. His engine fault probably helped us out a little bit there. .6, that's a better stop. It's not good enough just yet. Sainz is into the pits, so Leclerc's probably going to box maybe next lap. Lawson will get out just in front of Teo, just behind Zhou. And there is our tyre wear compared to the cars in front of us. So Zhou should be a relatively easy overtake once we get to him. Bringing the tyres in gradually. Gasly's about to box. He went a long time on those first set of tyres. Porsche is closed up as his tyres are warming up at a faster rate because he was in a lap earlier. Which means I can get him charging up again. Gasly's into the pits. And wary of Leclerc. He's doing 121s. We're doing 122s. He will catch us if we're not careful. Albon has developed a fault.
Oh, the climate is bad.
That's an ERS issue. This is definitely a circuit that you do not want ERS issues at. And I'm going to have to use battery because I do not want Leclerc to get me. So let's push on. As Max is in, race leader goes onto hard tyres. Leclerc now the lead car. There we go. We've opened up a little bit of a gap.
Temperatures are fine.
Copy that.
Yeah, copy. Copy.
Need to get past show quickly, but I want to wait till the main straight.
Copy. Copy.
There we go. Through goes Lawson. Leclerc has boxed, so no real risk of being lapped for a little while now. I mean, we do need to get lapped for our fuel strategy. But I don't want to lose the time and the I won't lose confidence, but I don't want to lose the time to the cars that we're chasing down just yet. How you doing, Daniel? And there we go. We have left Joe behind. What do I think of Sainz going to Williams next season? Good news, move or bad move? I think probably best move of the options that he had left. Oh, as Joe spins.
All good at this point. And that's the moment they lose it.
So I'm glad we got the overtake done before he did
Could they have
that.
done anything about that? And look at the team there. They all knew.
I think of the options that he had available, it was probably the best real option. I mean, it's a 2+ year deal. So he's got 2 years with options for maybe another year, maybe another 2 years. Williams are definitely on a bit of an upward trajectory. He's got 2 years with them. You know, next season will be not an amazing season for them, but the season after that, who knows? They could be a real dark horse for 2026. You know, get to the top of the upper midfield maybe in 2026. All depends on how Williams do with the new regulations. Sauber are in a bit of a state right now. So the Audi project is definitely not as attractive as it would be. I mean, they say that they're doing well on the engine targets, but you know, the team itself is really struggling right now. And I don't think they're going to come out the blocks anywhere near as competitive as they were hoping they were. They will get there. Audi doesn't do bad jobs in motor racing. It might take them a little while, but you know, they will come good. Alpine, God knows what's going on with Alpine. That is such an unstable team right now. I mean, look how much staff changes they've gone through just in the last 18 months. It's ridiculous. And now they're talking about dropping their own engine and giving up being a works team and maybe taking on the Mercedes package. There's so much uncertainty around Alpine right now that I don't see how that could be an attractive prospect for any, upper tier driver. As Magnussen's into the pits, that moves us up again. Sainz is catching us very quickly here. So it means that he's got 2 years with a decent team, a team that is trending in the right direction, and then at the end of those 2 years, he has the potential to then have another look at the situation. If a seat at Mercedes has opened up, he's got the option there. If a seat at Red Bull opens up, he's got an option there. If a seat at McLaren opens up, he's maybe got an option there. Going back to McLaren. If Audi starts to come good, he's got the option of maybe going back and renegotiating with Audi. I think he's made the best decision he could for the 3 real options that he had available. What will happen to Logan next season at Williams? Well, Logan's out of drive. That's already a given. We knew that was going to be the case. As Valtteri has issues in the pits. Problems with the right front. Couldn't get the tyre seated properly. I mean, whether Williams keep him on in the reserve role or not, I don't know. But he's pretty much out of a job at the moment.
Copy.
Maybe he goes back to America and goes into IndyCar. Too early to say at this stage as to what's going to happen with Logan. How you doing, Anthony? I mean, you've got to feel for Sargent in a lot of ways. I mean, he hasn't had the backing of the team really this year. He has shown improvement. I don't know if he's done enough though to justify another team giving him an opportunity. And you have to say probably not. Alright, so Valtteri's behind us on his 3rd set of tyres. So Valtteri's going for at least a 3-stop. And he's going to be catching us very quickly. We've lost a lot of ground because we've been lapped, which is not ideal. See Lawson now losing a lot of places.
Copy. Copy.
Copy.
Hulkenberg and Ocon are in. We're almost at halfway distance, and now we're into the kind of danger period where we are more likely to start getting overtaken. by cars on different strategies to us. So this is where this is where our race strategy could start to come undone a little bit. We need to get Pourchaire onto the back of Lawson to help him hold off Valtteri. We've got Leclerc coming up behind us. Who's going to replace Lewis next season? I don't know. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be Antonelli at this stage.
Copy.
But I think Mercedes are still hoping that they can lure Verstappen. And with yet another high-profile exit with Jonathan Wheatley, maybe that's not as far-fetched as it might have been.
Nice forward, fighting behind.
Ah, damn it. We got overtaken, and now we're going to get blue flag before we get the opportunity to recover the position.
Do your best.
Now I have to sprint away from Valtteri if I can. Oh, no, he's straight up. And again, we're going to get blue flagged before we can reclaim the place.
Okay, man, copy.
That has not worked out.
Copy. Yeah, copy.
Copy that.
Copy.
And that's lost us a lot of ground to walk on. The Sargent's into the pits. Valtteri's tucked up behind the back of Leclerc with DRS and soft tyre, so he's just going to blitz away from us now.
Copy.
Oh, it looks like a pit stop issue.
Oh, that's helpful for us. Problem for Sargent. He's going medium tyres. And again, it's the right front. That's such a problem for everybody today.
What just happened there?
How fast is the car? Not fast at all. It's the slowest car on the grid. Not by a huge amount, but enough. We're having to rely on strategy at the moment.
Copy.
And now got Ocon closing in.
Copy.
Pourchaire has lost more confidence than I would have liked.
Copy.
Okay.
And Ocon's just about caught us.
Copy. Copy.
Copy.
Hulkenberg's catching as well. Yeah, we're up against soft tyres. This is going to be very, very tricky.
Copy.
He's going to get the pair of us, look. Oh no, didn't get either of us. Just about managed to hold him off. Or did we?
Copy.
Whoa, that was close. Can't do that for much longer though. And here comes Magnussen and Hulkenberg.
Copy that.
Fighting behind. In 2 seconds, gun. Don't worry.
Yeah, that was unfortunately pretty much inevitable, I think.
Copy.
Oh shit, Lawson's already in, always defending. Oh fuck, our pace could have been better. Our pace could absolutely have been better. Lawson's through already. Been passed already, sorry.
Copy box.
Copy.
Copy.
Try to pick up a bit more pace.
If I can just get back into range of Lawson.
Copy.
I think I just about made it. Yes, I did. Thank God for that.
Okay, copy, copy.
Copy.
All right, so now we've got a chance. If we can hang on to Ocon, we've got a chance to keep Hulkenberg and Magnussen behind us. And there goes Hulkenberg. And this is where the confidence starts to bleed.
In 2 seconds, gun. Focus on yourself.
Let's take a closer
Mistake
look.
for Gasly.
Now just
He's
keep
a long
your
way
eyes
off
on
the back of
Gasly
us at the
here.
moment. Not likely to
Just
catch
a
us.
bit too wide at that point.
We're definitely going to beat Joe and Gasly tonight. So 20th is definitely going to be achievable as Hulkenberg gets through on Lawson. 18th might be a little bit trickier, but I'm hopeful.
Copy.
Let's make sure Lawson stays with Hulkenberg if we can.
We can recover it, okay?
Please tell me I got him. It's going to be tight. I think we just got him. Yes, we did. Just.
Yeah, copy that.
All right. What's the tyre situation looking like? Not amazing. Let's take a look at changing up our strategy a little bit. Let's have a look at going soft here at the end. Seeing what that might do for us pace-wise. Anything at all? It's 3 seconds quicker. We've got a yellow flag.
Stay focused.
It's a lock-up for Sergeant.
I think you've got the pace, mate. Let's put pressure.
Copy, copy.
Copy.
You're struggling financially, and yeah. Yeah, this first season's going to be really, really tough.
Copy.
Copy.
Damn it.
Come on.
Copy. Copy.
$2 million's a killer. What makes it even harder, as I was saying earlier in the stream, what makes this even harder is the fact that it's not just the fact that it's
Copy.
just a 2 million starting budget. It's if you started before the patch, as we've done here, then any generated staff that you have are way more expensive than they should be,
Copy.
and so you're paying a lot more in wages than you should be. and it's going to cost you a fortune to break some of those contracts as well.
Copy, box.
Right, 2.9. Not a great stop. There goes Gasly.
Copy, box.
Right, so I really hope that we're going to have more pace on these tyres to be able to make this work. Considerably more pace. Again, not a great stop. 2.9 seconds. Porsche gets around Gasly for an almost non-existent little bit of extra confidence there.
Okay, good job. Temperatures are okay for now.
And we got that done just in time because Gasly's now in the pits. Right. Got Russell closing in on the back of Porsche here.
Copy.
Sargent's boxed. Right behind Ricciardo. Tyres is he going on to? Hard tyres. So that's Sargent to the end. So we've got track position on him. And now we need to just make sure we pull out enough of a gap so that we stay ahead once we box our softs.
Now down to the pits. There's been a hold-up.
That was a problem. Left rear. not seating properly this time.
Okay. Alrighty.
So we take 1.6 kilos off. We're about a lap over, just over a lap over fuel, under-fueled at the moment. And a lock-up for Sargent.
Right, so this was the fourth corner.
That has just done us a massive favour.
Struggling with the car. By that point, it was just too late.
Yeah, that's hurt the tyres, so we'll have to be a little bit more careful on them. Down to 88% already, just come out the pits. And on top of that, we now have a comfortable gap to Porsche.
Copy. Copy.
We're ahead of Magnussen.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
And he's having an issue in the pits as well. Fantastic. Medium tyres, that's probably him to the end. At left rear. Not going on. Confidence is rebounding. We've got another yellow flag. Lock up for Danny Rick.
Now this was at turn 1.
That's exactly what Sargent did, just at a different
And
corner.
the car fails to respond, and they ended up their own passenger.
Copy. Copy.
Excellent. Lawson pulling over at just the right spot there. Lawson's target for tonight is 20th. Porsche's target is 18th. We are currently on for that. We're doing 119s. We are closing in on Hulkenberg, who's going to stop quite possibly this lap. Now he's going another one. Ocon's in though. So this will be him to the end. Yeah, set of medium tyres. It's a decent stop. We'll go through, but we might have to fight our way back past him again. Or, you know, hold him off, try and hold him off if we can.
Okay, copy.
And start saving some fuel, because I don't think we're going to get lapped enough times. And we might. Let's see. We're doing 119s. Oh, Max is doing a 116. 117s for the leaders, 116s. Yeah, we might well get lapped again, but we'll save a little bit more fuel just to be on the safe side. Ah, shit.
Okay, copy.
Copy that.
About to lose a bit of time. About to get lapped. Have been lapped already. He got through very quickly. That's worked out quite nicely for us.
Copy.
But we've got more cars behind looking to lap us.
Now there's been an issue in the pits.
Oh, an issue for Hulkenberg. And again, it's that front right. It's like the fourth or fifth time we've seen a front right issue for other teams tonight. Sainz is putting up a good fight on Max tonight, but I still think Max is going to be favourite to win this race. The McLaren pace has just fallen away.
Copy.
Copy.
Valtteri's in. Don't think we're going to beat Valtteri tonight.
Okay, copy.
Oh, into the pit window already. Yeah, these tyres are falling off very quickly. Pace has definitely been better.
Copy, copy.
There's Ocon.
Copy.
You ready?
Copy that. Copy, copy. Copy that.
So we're going to have to get past both the Haas cars and Sargent to get back to where we are. Or close to where we are.
Struggling a little bit with the fronts. Copy. Copy. Copy.
Same fuel.
Copy.
Yeah, we are going to get lapped a second time, so we're actually okay on fuel. It's 1.6-ish kilos per lap, so even accounting for it being slightly less at 1.5, once we get lapped a second time, and Max isn't that far behind us, he's on turn 3 right now, and we've got to stop again, we will be, slightly fuel positive.
Copy. Copy. Copy.
Can I stay ahead of Ocon and Porsche? Hulkenberg's fault escalates.
Copy.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely some kind of fault.
Is that a new fault, actually? I don't remember him seeing him with a light fault. We'll wait till he crosses the line. And then we'll have a little look. Oh yeah, it's a brand new fault. Gearbox fault. Might be temporary. Who else has a fault right now? It's just Stroll. That's an engine fault. As Hulkenberg loses a bit of time. Just keeping Porsche at bay, and Lawson is hanging onto the back of Ocon. About to run out of battery though.
Okay. Copy, copy.
Yeah, just kept Ocon at bay. I think Lawson might have lost the DRS.
Box, 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 box.
Copy. Box, box, box.
Push,
Yellow
push.
flag.
Okay, copy, copy.
That's a spin.
There's a
Is it a
yellow
helpful
flag
spin?
now.
It's Sargent. Oh, just gets in the way of Norris there. That's cost Norris a huge amount of time. There's Max behind us, getting ready to lap us again.
Copy.
Copy box.
Pit lane.
So, a lap early, really, for Porsche. Could have gone another lap, but wanted to keep Ocon behind.
Copy.
Oh, come on. Come on. What the fuck? Oh, God. We lost 6 seconds on that stop.
Oh no, that's a slow pit stop there.
It's dropped us all the way down to 19th. but 19th. Our target's 18th. We're a little way off. That is Sargent making a mistake at turn 1. He's having a horrible race at the moment.
Heading into turn 1 here.
So we'll be clear of Sargent.
Just lock up there, and they'll need to be mindful of the
Lawson.
effect that had on the tyres.
And we'll have the pace to comfortably stay ahead of him as well.
Copy.
A lot of time to make up though with Porsche to get in front of Hulkenberg. But hopefully with that gearbox fault we can claw back that ground pretty comfortably. Gasly is in 20th and we should hopefully come out in front of Gasly. And again we'll have the pace to stay ahead of him. So 20th is fine for Lawson. There we go, better stop, 2.7 effectively. There goes Piastri and Leclerc. And we're out ahead of Porsche again.
Yeah, copy.
Copy. Copy. Copy.
The Lawson should pull over
Copy.
pretty soon. In fact, he'll do it here on the run to turn 7. There we go, got him through turn 6.
Copy.
Copy.
That's not too bad, actually.
Copy.
Now I need to try and avoid getting blue flagged again if I can. Alright, we took 3 seconds out of Hulkenberg on that lap with Porsche.
Any good pace?
Now we're going to push the pace a bit more. If I can get Porsche past Hulkenberg, then I will let Lawson go back in front of Porsche. Lawson needs that little boost of confidence for beating his teammate, I think. Try and offset his frustration with the car performance. We've got 8 laps to go. Max is so far ahead. We are eating into that gap to Hulkenberg.
Copy, copy.
Who is going to get lapped very soon, actually. You can see he's got Ricardo. No, that's not Ricardo, is it? Oh, it might be Ricardo. Yeah, that's Ricardo. And one of the McLarens, that's got to be Norris. So Norris slows him down. There's Ricardo, who himself is a lap down. There's us. He just saw us in the background. We're about to get lapped as well by Perez, who has just lapped Alonso. Yeah, a huge disparity in performance up and down the grid. We are actually closing in on Danny Rick, who's doing 120s. We might catch Magnussen at this rate. Magnussen has not got any cars right behind him to lap him. Might do in a lap, on the last lap. And this is where we may come a little unstuck, because we need to unlap ourselves from Ricardo. We'll try and do that on the main straight, assuming we don't get held up here. Yeah, got held up. Alonso develops a mechanical fault behind us.
Copy.
Really don't want to get lapped by Perez. That's going to cost me a lot of time.
In 2 seconds now. That's 5 minutes.
Come on, make the move, make the move.
I know, man. Just keep it cool.
Shit, Okay, well, there goes Perez. Actually, that might help us, thinking about it, because that might clear the way to get past Ricciardo. Gotta get past Magnussen, though. Come on. Up the inside, I've got so much more grip. There we go.
Copy.
Six laps to go.
Copy.
We've got 4 laps to go. And we are going to see Piastri, no, not Piastri, Norris lap Magnussen.
Copy. Copy, copy.
Okay.
I'm trying to go faster.
I had planned on putting Lawson back in front of Porsche, but unfortunately the gap's opened up too much. Because Danny Rick unlaps himself.
Copy.
It's not going to last very long. 6.7 seconds to gap. And there we go, he's been lapped again already.
Copy. Copy.
Try and force the issue if we can.
Is that all the pace you have? Is that all?
Copy, copy.
He's going to do it again, look. He's going to unlap himself again.
Copy.
But Porsche, with 2 laps to go, is flying right now.
4 laps.
Copy that.
I could have gone more aggressive with Lawson. Again, it's just difficult to figure out exactly where our performance sits right now. Just saw Magnussen disappearing there. There he is. Is it too much? It might be a little bit too much to ask.
Struggle a little bit with the fronts.
3 seconds.
Three laps to go. 3 laps.
Only found 1.2.
Copy.
Copy. Copy.
Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
Come on, everything you got, Teo. So Max does win yet again. 9.5 seconds ahead of Sainz. That is 8 wins from 10. And the 2 sprint races so far as well. Max is going to walk the title this year, I think. It's going to be very interesting to see who finishes second. It's still anyone's game in the constructors, because Perez is not doing the job. So are imitating life in some respects. In the end, we're going to have to settle for 17th, but 17th and 18th is better than I thought we would do tonight. I thought we might struggle with Lawson. I thought Porsche would just about be able to get 18th. In the end, we were comfortable. Helped a little bit by the faults with Hulkenberg on his gearbox at the end there, but we still had to put the work in. I was a little worried in that middle stint when we started losing confidence. But we managed to ride it out. And again, we're still a long way away from points, and I don't know if that's going to help us in the constructors, but it will give us some money.
The drivers returning now is Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, just shy of a podium, but 4th is still a respectable finish.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
Taking their 8th win of the season, there's just no stopping them.
And by the looks of things here in Barcelona, the party's only just beginning. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't.
Oh, shut up, Karun. All right, then, confirmation of the final result. It is yet another win for Max Verstappen, who again does not get the fastest lap. This time it goes to Carlos Sainz, who took 2nd place. Oscar up a couple of places to finish in 3rd. Norris, one of the real strugglers in that front group there, is Leclerc also gaining 2. Both Norris and Perez down 2 places for 5th and 6th. Russell gets in front of Lewis for 7th. And Tsunoda and Ricciardo both get into the points. Aston Martin struggling a little bit. Alonso not having a great race. A late fault developing temporarily for him, but Stroll really struggling with an engine issue all the way through, or almost all the way through. 13th is Albon, 14th Bottas, 15th is Ocon. Magnussen down 3 to finish in 16th. We almost caught him. Then Porsche 17th. Lawson 18th, both drivers up 4 places tonight. That's excellent stuff. Mind you, we did start deliberately at the back, so I don't know if it was the right call not qualifying, but at least we achieved our objectives. Hulkenberg down in 19th place, down 5 places, also with a fault towards the end. Then Gasly, who was never really on the pace at all tonight. Zhou with a few issues of his own, and Sargent having a bit of a nightmare. Lockups galore for him. In the driver's standings, it's 244 points for Max Verstappen. He is just on a tear, isn't he, at the moment? He is 82 points clear of Carlos Sainz now, who is in 2nd, moving 1 point clear of Lando Norris. Charles Leclerc stays in 4th on 136 points. Oscar closing the gap by 3. That gap is now just 6 points. And Perez is the only one of the top 6 drivers not to hit triple figures yet. Up to 98 points now. Hamilton moves above Tsunoda into 7th place, 2 points ahead of him. Stroll stays in 9th, no points for him, and is now being tied with George Russell. So we could well see a change of position there in the next race. Fernando Alonso dropping down a place again, no points for him tonight. Then it is Danny Rick in 12th, gets an extra point. So it is still just the top 12 that have scored points. Everyone else still yet to get off the mark. 13th is Hulkenberg, 14th Ocon, then Albon, Bottas, Porsche 17th, Sargent 18th, Lawson 19th, Magnussen 20th, and Zhou 21st, with Gasly still 22nd. Into the constructor standings, 342 points now for Red Bull. Only outscored Ferrari by 2 tonight, thanks to a lack of a strong result for Perez and a decent result for Ferrari there, 2nd and 4th. So that gap is 44 points. McLaren, 7 points further behind in 3rd place. Big gap still to Mercedes. They're on 66 points. They are now 18 points clear of Aston Martin, but they are a long way behind the top 3, both in terms of points and performance as well. Then it is RB in 6th, just 2 points now behind Aston Martin. It is definitely a breakaway group of 3 at the top, and then a group of 3 behind them, and then everybody else just scrambling. No one else has managed to get a point yet. So 7th for Haas, 8th for Alpine, 9th for Williams, 10th for Sauber. We are still down in 11th place. 1 point could move us all the way up to 7th. In terms of pit stops, we did not get on the board tonight. 2.57 was the slowest of the top 10. Our best stop tonight was 2.60. So we weren't too far away, but we weren't really looking like we were going to get on the board tonight. Let's see, Ferrari get 2 cars in the top 3. Big points for them tonight. Alpine get both cars in the top 10 as well, 2nd and 8th. Red Bull just get 1 car in there in 4th. RB get them both in there, 5th and 10th. 6th place for Alpine, for Aston, 7th for Mercedes, 9th for Williams. Let's see what the standings look like. Red Bull on 196 points. No points for McLaren tonight, so they slip back. That gap now 30 points. Alpine moving above Aston into 3rd place, and Ferrari moving above RB into 5th. And it's very tight now between 3rd down to 5th. Just 7 points separating those 3 teams. Williams get a couple more points. They're on 58 now, 4 points clear of Sauber. Then it's Mercedes on 44 points. We're still on 31. Haas still on 20 at the bottom. And there you see we hit our bonuses with both drivers. So that is enough to get a new upgrade underway, which we are definitely going to do. $1.3 mil is how much we have. Let's check our inbox before we do anything else. New ATR period. So we have lost the entire ATR period from the previous one, unfortunately. Got an ERS in poor performance, in a poor condition now, but it hasn't developed any faults yet, so we will probably stick with that for the next race as well. Let's have a look. Our car was not suited given its poor medium speed, and looking to the rest of the grid, our car underperforms on everything. The Austrian Grand Prix will need solid high-speed performance. Ours is one of the worst on the grid, no surprise there. In terms of strategy, we expected to finish in 21st, and our best finish was 17th, so we were above target. Best strategy for the race was a 2-stop. Sauber has better high-speed performance than us, so they are in a position to excel next race. I wouldn't say excel, but they should do better than us. Looking at the F2 results, it is another win for Antonelli. He is really starting to pick up some pace now. Let's see, he's 2nd in the sprint. Behrman in 5th. And where was Behrman? 4th in the feature. So Antonelli now is stretching his lead at the top of the F2 standings. He is certainly looking an exciting prospect. A lot of failed parts. A lot of failed parts. Nothing failed on car 1. That's something. Right, let's get a new part underway. So I've got 1 million, which means I can do a chassis, a side pod, an underfloor, or a suspension. I think I'm probably going to do an underfloor, and I'm going to put everything I've got into it, because I'm probably only going to be able to do this one part this month, or this 2-month period. I desperately need to find some more speed. 30 air tolerance could definitely do with a little bit of a boost. Let's take a little bit of life off it just to give us a touch more. We're not going to improve our low speed performance much doing that. Make a slight compromise and do that, I suppose. Right. Let's see, 33 days. And then we'll get them built for Zandvoort. So our next upgrade won't come till after summer break. We've got 395,000. If we can earn another 600, 700k without having to spend any money, I can probably get another chassis done or another side pod done, get some more drag out of the car. But yeah, we're a little way off being able to do that yet. Right, what else do we need to get done? We are 4 days away from Austria. That is going to be very interesting. Grand Prix again. Got a facility upgrade coming through. That's our team hub leveling up. That should hopefully boost the morale and mentality of our staff a little bit. Let's go to our mentality hub. Let's get a full report breakdown. So they can see Porsche happy with his driver standings, with his qualifying and race results in Barca. Happy with the team performance in Barca and Montreal. Unhappy with the car performance, other facilities and staff. Doing the best we can on that. Lawson in the same sort of window. His personal situation is happy with his salary and his standings. Let's see, our staff, they're neutral on salary. Salary is probably very expensive anyway. 1.3 mil. Yeah, we're overpaying for all of our staff right now that aren't, named staff. So Isabella, Laurent and Bruno are all costing us more than they should. These guys are genuine, so their salaries are much more realistic, as you can see. And Evelyn, she's costing me 4 million a year, which is just ridiculous. Alright, let's see, how did the board feel? They were disappointed with Barcelona. Yeah, not a lot I can do, unfortunately, about that. Let's take a look at our facilities. Still don't have a suspension simulator. That would be huge for us, but race sim upgrade would be nice, but I just can't afford that at the moment. So the next team hub level, 2.2 mil. How are we doing over here? Another upgrade on the mentality hub would be nice. It's less than 1 million. 800 grand to get that up to the top level. Tour Centre would be 50 grand. That will actually improve my marketability a little bit, as well as give me a little bit of extra cash. We will go for that. And hopefully, again, just having another upgrade on the facility might help improve our staff's morale a little bit. We desperately need a suspension simulator. That's a very expensive build though, 7 mil. Contract ending for various staff at the end of the year. Can't really do anything about that at this stage. That's a end of season kind of thing. We might actually start to see some of our staff being approached because we haven't got them tied up for a contract yet, and their morale isn't amazing. So we'll see what happens if we do get any of our staff, approached and maybe poached, and then we'll have to, reassess around that. So next race tomorrow is the Austrian Grand Prix. It is a sprint weekend, so our third sprint. We're not expecting wet racing. That's good. 27 seconds for a normal pit stop, 13 under a safety car. We don't have a full weather breakdown on that email there, but we can see it here. It's going to be wet on sprint day. And then that's interesting. It's showing the wrong things on the Saturday look. It's showing P2 then sprint. That's the old format. So it should actually be sprint quali showing on the Friday. So SQ1, SQ2, SQ3, and then sprint first on Saturday, and then normal qualifying Q1, Q2, Q3. So is that something that was wrong on the other ones as well? We can't go back and have a look now, can we? China was the first sprint. Yeah, can't see. And again, previous race results, it doesn't show the sprint in that. But Schumacher still holds the lap record at China. Only just as well. I think maybe. Right, that is it for tonight. We have done okay. We have finally got another upgrade into development, but we're not going to see that on the car till Zandvoort. Hopefully that'll make us a little bit of an improvement. I'm hopeful that we can get enough cash together to get a chassis done as well, maybe a side pod instead, one of those two, maybe both if we're really lucky, and kind of push forward on that. It would be nice to get a front wing done, because we haven't done a front wing yet, but that's going to cost us 1.8 million. That's a bit more. 1.8 million for a new front wing, or 2 million for a new chassis and a new side pod, both of which should, because we did intense builds on those, should take a big step forward. So I'm going to probably go down that route. If we end up with 2 mil, it will be a case of a new chassis and a new side pod, rather than one front wing. But yeah, that's a big if at the moment. Money is really hard to come by, and that's not going to change anytime soon. Hopefully, if we can survive the first half of the season, which we are just about doing at the moment, then the board will give us a little bit of cash. It won't be a lot for low confidence. Might be 500,000. Might not even be that. Might not be anything at all for low confidence. But we'll see what happens as and when we get to Spa and get our mid-season review. But first, we have to go to Austria for round 11. That's tomorrow night's race. We'll be back at the usual time of 8 p.m. Hope to see you there. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's race. And I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.